Meanwhile, on Monday, Enzo Maresca was confirmed as Chelsea's new head coach for next season, and bringing with him will be a fitness trainer called Marcos Alvarez. Now, he's very well known for being a very strict dietitian while working with Juan de Ramos. These were some of the foods banned at previous clubs. That would be sauce, like pasta sauce, fruit juice, cake, salt and pepper, ketchup and fried eggs. He was actually under Juan de Ramos when he came in at Real Madrid, and even those finely tuned athletes lost weight when Marcos Alvarez was dealing with their diets here.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
You know when you lose weight and you can run faster, what does that do for your touch? Does it help your passing? Does your touch better? What do all these things do for your actual game of football? I know 100 players who can run all day at 1,000 miles an hour, and they can't pass the ball, they can't control the ball. It's like a hand grenade to them. But I'll tell you what, they don't eat tomato ketchup, they don't eat fried eggs.
You're revolting immediately, revolting, not...
I'm just saying.
Salt
the
and
problem
pepper. Don't forget about the salt and pepper.
Oh, salt and pepper as well.
Inflammation, Stevie. It's not good on the joints.
Doesn't affect your touch, let me tell you that.
What do you think, Jan? Do you agree with Stevie?
Well, first of all, I've been on a diet since I was 18, so I would like to see this guy. But one of the problem with Chelsea, should we make this funny or should we kind of be serious about it? Because I understand what Stevie is saying. There is a lot of things going on now. The last thing now, I saw a guy who was a throwing coach at Dortmund for 3 days and said, yeah, it was a good stay. I think I learned a lot and they learned a lot from me. So there's a lot of specialists going around now. So what should we say? I mean, Chelsea, have they had a hunger the last 2 seasons? They will lose the hunger now when I see that, and try to get that into English players. And I know where Stevie is coming for British players. When I came to the Premier League in 1993, there was not a lot of diet. There was a lot of beer. I remember that. I didn't see that beer on that banning list. Is that banned now in England? I'm not 100% sure about that. But I do think that this is the time we're living in. There's a lot of specialists, but I think what the great managers show, and I think whatever thing we discuss on this show or on another show, all the iPad coaches, all the specialists, the only thing you can say, Carlo Ancelotti. Because Carlo Ancelotti just shows you the old-fashioned way to treat players well, to put players good together. I enjoyed your discussion before I came on about Real Madrid, how he's going to place players, how he's going to do them all together. If the new manager comes in and say, the first thing he says, now you're banned, you can't have fruity juice or salt and pepper, oh, all the best, all the best.
Now, I must add a little bit of context here, because it has been 10 years since he's worked with Juan de Ramos, and it's thought that maybe some of his dietary requirements for his players, this fitness coach, could have changed. I don't know if beer will be allowed in there, Jan. But, Stevie, we thought this was the perfect opportunity to once again bring up your diet as a professional footballer.
Here we go.
Well, you're at the absolute top of your game. Talk us through it.
Potatoes are full of carbohydrates, right?
Yes.
What are crisps? Carbohydrates. Well, fish. Everybody talks about, fish is the way to go. Well, there you go. There's your fish. Well, chips. What are chips?
But that's fried
carbohydrates. Well, it's always... Yeah, but...
That is sensational.
You can't be a goody two-shoes, so you've got to have a little bit of fat floating around somewhere. Club sandwich is full of some good...
At 9 at night.
Stevie, that is fantastic. That is the best menu. I see that for the first time. That is the best menu I've ever seen on a footballer. Fantastic, Stevie. I love you.
Hey, and you said it a minute ago. Carlos sends them on the field with a full belly.
Those players are not eating that diet. Those players are not eating.
Is a good player. A happy player will run all day.
There is a reason why players in the 80s and 90s never took off their shirts when they scored goals. That is one of the reasons.
No, but Jan didn't.
Well.
I mean,
Jan Molby. Not Jan.
Oh, Jan Molby. He couldn't get his shirt off.